Hey everybody, thanks for joining me today. We have several things on the agenda that I've actually been looking forward to discussing with you. I don't like to do too many update videos because I want to focus on making content. Maybe I'll do one of these once a month or so just to update you guys on what's going on and giving you a little roadmap of where the channel's headed. Let me know in the comments if you think that's a good idea. I think it's important to keep you guys in the know. I do want to start by sharing some good news. In my last update video, I did mention that I was looking for a new job, and it was crazy hard to find one right now. I must have applied at like 20 different places. Well, I found one, finally. I'm not going to give the details on where I'll be working because I don't want a crazy person on the internet to go visit me and possibly murder me. Not that any of my viewers are like that, but yes, there are lunatics out there. It's funny because I told you guys that I used to do tech support and I would never do it again. But somehow, tech support just finds its way back into my life. My new job is tech support. I'm not ecstatic about that, but some of the benefits really outweigh the shittiness. So I took the job and I start in like a week. Now that I found that job, I decided to completely redo the room where I film everything. So that room has been out of commission pretty much the whole week, and probably through next week. I took everything off the walls, shelves, collectibles. There were a million holes I had to patch up. I have so much stuff that it's taken forever, especially since I've been doing everything by myself here and there when I have the time. But I was able to get it painted the other night, this beautiful Caribbean blue. So next time you guys see the room on camera, it's gonna look totally different. I'm moving all the collectibles around. When I moved into this house last year, I had a bunch of collectibles in boxes that I just had no room to display, so I'll be displaying those too. It's really exciting, and I'm excited as hell to show you guys the finished product. Now let's talk about this mysterious game playing in the background. If you don't know what it is Tekken 7, which just came out last Friday. And if you've ever played a Tekken game, you know what to expect gameplay-wise. The fighting mechanics are as solid as ever. But what I was most excited about in this game was the story mode they added, which you can see here. I remember in Tekken 6, they had some weird story mode kind of thing where you run around and hit random people. It was just awkward. I hated it. The story mode in Tekken 7 is much better, although it's pretty short and it's really easy. I beat the whole thing in a couple hours. It's mostly just cutscenes and then short little fights, but I did enjoy it. I like that fighting games are getting more and more into storytelling, but if you play fighting games for the online, you're not really going to care about any of that. Me, I'm a single player, couch co-op kind of guy. I love a good single player mode in fighting games. I think Tekken 7 does it okay. I still think that the 2011 Mortal Kombat and Injustice 1 and 2 are the perfect examples on how to do fighting games right. They have an epic story mode, well done. They have an arcade mode with full character endings. Solid fighting games, and the prime example of how to do it in today's age. Thankfully, Tekken 7 does have character endings separate from the story mode, but it's kind of weird how they did it. The arcade mode doesn't have them at all. You unlock this character episode mode throughout the story mode, and you play one fight with individual characters, and then you get the ending for that character. It's, again, really short, really easy. But I do recommend this game if you're into fighting games, because with Tekken, you can never go wrong. They're always really fun to play. Now, let's get to one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video. Castlevania. I mentioned what seems to be forever ago now that I was working on Castlevania timeline series, similar to my Zelda timeline, and it's pretty much done. I'll explain why I haven't started posting it yet. Netflix announced the Castlevania Netflix series, which looks outstanding by the way, airs on July 7th, and I'm going to review the hell out of it. But I went a step further and decided to make that week a huge Castlevania week on this channel, just to get the blood flowing and excitement going for the Netflix series. I do want to address some misinformation that I've seen about the series on YouTube, just to clear some things up though. I'm a Castlevania connoisseur, so I felt the need to explain this. The other day, I was looking up trailer reactions for this series. I don't want to point anyone out in particular, but maybe 40% of the ones I watched started explaining to their audience that this is based on the original Castlevania, and we're going to see Simon Belmont hunting down Dracula. That's totally wrong. So if you happen to see a video and someone says that, just keep that in mind. This series is based on the prequel to Castlevania, Castlevania 3 Dracula's Curse, and it's Simon's ancestor Trevor, the first man to slay Dracula. I get it can be confusing because of the 3, but this is what we're seeing in July, not the original game. Anyways, get your calendars ready dudes, because I'm going to give you a quick rundown on what's coming up through the beginning of July. Coming up this week on Saturday, June 10th, I have an episode of Midnight Movies coming up where I'll be posting my review for The Mummy. On Tuesday, June 13th, I'll be posting my top 10 favorite comic book villains of all time. And E3 is next week. By the middle of the week, all the different developers would have revealed all their upcoming news and projects, so on Thursday, June 15th, I'll be going over my personal E3 2017 highlights. On Saturday, June 17th, I'll put up the highly anticipated Battletoads NES review, and I'll share with you guys my nightmare-inducing quest to beat this game. On Tuesday, June 20th, I'll have another Unlimited Replay episode. This time it'll be on Transformers Human Alliance, the on-rails shooter arcade game, followed by my review for Transformers The Last Night on Thursday, June 22nd. On Sunday, June 25th, you'll be able to see another episode of Button Smash reviewing the arcade classic Mortal Kombat 2, followed by a Midnight Movies review for the original Mortal Kombat movie on Wednesday, June 28th. The first week of July is the big one, Castlevania Week, where every day that week is a Castlevania video. Sunday, July 2nd, I'll have an Unlimited Replay episode of the Game Boy exclusive Castlevania Legends. Monday, July 3rd, I'll start posting the Castlevania Timeline series with Part 1, Origins of Evil. Tuesday, July 4th is Part 2, Destiny of the Belmont Clan. Wednesday, July 5th is Part 3, Passing the Torch. Thursday, July 6th is Part 4, The End of Dracula. And the finale on Friday, July 7th with Part 5, The Tragedy of Gabriel Belmont. On Saturday, July 8th, I'll have a video up talking about all the side stories that aren't part of the Castlevania timeline, and I'm also going to go over some of the remakes that have popped up throughout the series that might cause some confusion if you're trying to go back and play all the games. And on Sunday, July 9th, we'll close everything off nicely with a full-blown review of the Castlevania Netflix series. I know this was a lot of information to absorb, but I wanted to share with you guys some clear plans, and I'm excited to bring you all this content. I've had a blast working on all of it. It's a ton of work, but I wouldn't give it up for anything. As always, I appreciate every single one of you that keep up with the channel and enjoy these videos that I work so hard on. If you did enjoy this video, leave me a like down below and share your thoughts with me in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and click the box for notifications. Follow me on social media. This is Fabian. I love you guys and I will see you next time.